mentality personified.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here goes it. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throw here, third down. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's good for Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Patriots will have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 32. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Where was that? It's crazy, crazy.
Operating from the gun, here's
Get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is third and 6. They'll air it out on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First down, May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here's second and 10 from the 21.
Come on with me. Here goes it. Lady, what's up?
Here's May again. Finds his man. It's Mario Douglas. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Quick throw completed by May. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Mario Douglas with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Jackson off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Went way outside there, trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk-reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. He was looking Xavier against way there. And 4th and 4 coming up. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
He has this down to the 34. So they go for it on 4th, partner, and they get it in a big way, 25 yards.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Jackson's going to throw again. This is Cox. That's Cox. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Lamar throwing again. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Crazy.
May now from the gun. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he takes it down to the 33. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They can block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at 1st down here.
What's that?
Here's May to the air. That's caught at the 4. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. From the red zone on first. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broadcast incomplete. And they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
Leads to second and goal.
Hey, come out with me.
Cora. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
Now we get to a very interesting call on third down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Now we run with Dowdle. And this is going to end behind a line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on fourth and goal.
You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's fourth and goal.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
May throwing for it. And he won't come through on fourth and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Play fake, Jackson. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Here's Jackson to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. On fourth now. On comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. From the right hash. This is going to be a 51-yarder.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. To return this, Marcus Jones. Good work so far. He's got room. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Gets this one to Blake Corum. It's a small gain up to the 38. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So that brings them to third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Crazy.
Throw here, third down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Ravens might be able to get some points late after the interception.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
First and 10 from the 43. Now it's Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Offense is set. First and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. And that's incomplete. With 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second down. Jackson to pass. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Tyler Luke after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Luke knocks it through, and that'll double their lead to 6. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. And he's going to take this return out of bounds. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Has room down the left sideline. 30 into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate that.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that's a New England 1st down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
To the air on 1st down. May sends this to the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, you even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And hold, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Picked up by Craig Woodson. And the Patriots will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Intercepted.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's the give to Dowdle. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
At the 3-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
Dowdle gets in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gallus tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots trim the deficit down to 5.
Patriots
14. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down. Here's Lamar. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. This is a heater going deep. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Craig Woodson. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once. It didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Crazy, crazy.
May now from the gun. That'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Give to Corum from the gun. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Patriots with possession. They need to erase that deficit in a hurry. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They'll stick with Cora. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
They'll turn to Corum on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
From the red zone now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. Yeah. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They stick with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. What's a pickup of 4 yards? And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set now. 1st and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Handoff running left. Jacobs. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Looking to throw. This is Cup. That's Cup. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Handoff here to Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Ravens leading by 5. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Looking to throw. Outrightly makes the ground. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. But nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
He'll look to throw it. Going all the way to the end zone here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens push the lead up to 12.
26. Patriots 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Going play action. May. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Crazy.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
May looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
May trying again here on 2nd. And that was probably their last Roquan Smith with the pick. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it. But when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
It's a gain of 5. This is our second and 5.
Jackson keeping it himself.
Jackson on the keeper.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Jackson now on third. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. That's Carlton Davis. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Here he goes, one final shot. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just